So, might want to turn down your music, possibly, if it's too loud, but you should hear the sounds of the ocean as usual now. And it seems like that's a little loud on stream. Down a little. Okay, it went right back up. Seems about right. Okay, so, um, we we have one missing person. One of the party members, Talk. His internet is not fully set up yet at a new place. It was supposed to be, but it isn't. So we will be down that one person. So you guys recently got onto the main part of the Sapphire Vales, and when you got there, it was in pretty bad shape. It seemed like things were missing. There's not very many people. There's basically just a fish shack for sustenance. Um, and you guys decided to do a month of downtime and build up your own little house, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, I forgot. I had to figure out what the heck my place was selling, but
Oh yes, your own little house and also a competing restaurant to this one lonely shack that you are trying to drive out of business. So, first question, do you try to build it from the ground up or do you commandeer one of the more abandoned buildings and try to fix it up? What's your plan?
I'd say mm, probably because there's a lot of like missed problems. Maybe like one of the other buildings that are already kind of there.
It's probably better to build it in one of the empty lots, build it up on our own. That way we can make it nicer than the rest of the shacks that are kind of littering this.
Okay.
And then on top of that, we did say we were going to take over one of the abandoned shacks to kind of live in. So,
Okay.
Oh yeah, and then we would have one like next door or whatever. Yeah.
All right, yeah, so you can do kind of a mix of things. So the area where you are building and making things is right here in this teal square. This is the competing restaurant right here in the purple square. And all of these red X's are actually empty lots that the houses are no longer there. Um, you can tell that a house used to be there, but for some reason it's like it was just completely sucked off of the island. This is a pretty close representation of the island. Um, I tried to start making one from scratch and I hated it, so gave up. But we'll get there. So it's really a lot of nothingness. Over here in this compound is like old decrepit what used to maybe be some of the more like higher class citizens, and maybe even some of the lawmakers or nobles or whatever you want to call them. And in your travels each day you kind of walk past it, but it's old and decrepit and seems kind of overrun and flooded a couple times. It's too close to the backside of the island, and the tide has gotten higher. So probably why you didn't pick to stay in there. And so for this unique session, since we are down a person, we're going to go through the month of your downtime of building things up. So one of the first things is everyone's there. You guys huddle in for the night. The first night, you probably didn't have time to do anything, and I assume you guys stay away from going outside during the mist, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
yep.
All right, cool. So you go in for the night, and you take a night's rest, one night, everything's fine. You wake up in the morning, not too much has changed. No houses this time disappeared. But if you're paying attention while you're out gathering supplies, there's maybe some new fresh claw marks in the ground and things like that. So after the first night, is there anything anyone would like to do? Or if you would like to go over what you're doing for the month to start off with?
If no one else will go, Shani is kind of just sticking with the group, helping build the house, and just getting some spell components during the month. I don't think she's really doing anything too special. She's kind of still just trying to find her way around the group and be useful.
Okay, cool. So for Shani, you find your spell components fairly easy. The ones that you're looking for aren't too hard to find. So for string, you kind of maybe go into some of the abandoned houses that are still sticking around and you find string here and there. Wood is very obviously easy to find. You can find driftwood. There's some trees you can cut down. You can take paneling off of abandoned houses, things like that. So let me give you an idea here. So we'll say yellow are the houses that actually have people in them. So there, there. Someone lives out here, and there, and then one over here, and a farmer over here. And this is kind of what you guys are doing, is just mapping out the area, seeing, what's around. The other houses are abandoned, so if it's ever your goal to seek supplies from those, it's possible. What is Pike doing after the first night?
Yeah, he's probably just helping fix the place up, trying to figure out, what he's gonna name it and all that, what he's gonna cook there and all that stuff.
All right, great. Thinking of a name and what to cook.
Yeah, looking at like what resources are around, what he could cook with.
Great. All right. And what is Len doing after the first night?
Walking around town talking to himself a lot.
All right. No one really seems to pay attention or care. They've all got their own problems. You notice that in the morning, everyone's still kind of frazzled. They're running around as well. It's actually not too uncommon to be walking and talking to yourself and passing someone else talking to yourself. So, this entire time, you guys realize that 01 is kind of keeping to himself a lot. He doesn't really feel like he fits in. He's not really sure about this restaurant thing. So even he is possibly walking around and just kind of quietly, oh, yes, okay. And if you ever ask him to do anything, then he just kind of does it. So we are going to see how well you guys make it through your month of downtime. So let's see here. We went through the first night. You guys were just fine. Let's see here. How many nights? So for the first week, we'll go week by week. So, ooh, dang. So, right off the bat, on the second night, the mist starts rolling in. You guys hurry and run back to the house. This night, actually, Shieni is out close to the forest trying to gather some wood. I need you to roll a d20, Shieni.
Just straight.
Yep.
An 11.
Okay, cool. So the mist starts to roll in, and you see it as you're collecting wood roll over your feet a little bit, and you just start booking it, but you make it back to the house. So you guys all get inside the house, and Talk this entire time. He's been really big with getting a lot of the wood you need for housing. He's just been slamming down trees, getting any other big materials and carrying them for you guys. So he's out and about. You all make it inside the house except for 0101. So you're all in the house now, but 01 is not with you.
Uh-oh.
Rest in peace.
Oh no.
Should we look for him or?
When was the last time
Yeah,
anybody saw him?
That's a good point.
I
Yeah.
mean, I see him walking around town every now and then, but I'm usually off, kind of worrying about. No. They don't need. No, shh. We'll talk about it later. But I don't really notice him in anywhere else, and I don't think I've seen him in the house for quite some time.
No.
yeah, I don't think I saw him either.
Mm. I'll make the rounds in the morning and I'll look for him.
No, I don't think
Yeah,
he's
I'll
dead.
help Jenny.
No, he's not dead. Shut up. Anyway, you're gonna look for him in the morning?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll help out.
Okay,
All right, that sounds good.
cool. So the night passes. Throughout the night, you guys have kind of a hard time sleeping. You hear random bangs in the night. At one moment, you hear like a big, just like claw, like slash into the side of a building. I assume nobody wants to leave the house and go check it out.
No.
I mean, that's an option.
I mean, it's always an option to go outside at night, but it's up to you. So, you get to the morning, and you walk outside, and on this night, you notice that another house, one of the abandoned ones, luckily, no longer there next to you. So now your lot and your little grouping of shambled stuff that's not too built up yet is really the only one around. Everything else is starting to empty out around you. How are you searching for 01?
Well, I remember last time when I tried to fly too high, God said nah, and I fell. So I'm not gonna fly too high off the ground. I'm just going to hover maybe like 5, 8 feet and just fly around at full speed looking for him, calling his name.
Okay.
Or
I'm gonna ask some of like the townspeople and see if they've seen him.
Okay. Do you want to pick a particular house to go check?
Oh,
Or are you just trying to meet someone on the street?
sort of like, yeah, just meet some people on the street, see if they've seen any like weird small alien child.
It's a weird small alien child. All right. So, for Shieni, can I have you roll a nature check?
yeah, sorry, I'm trying to find my character sheet. Nature. Okay. 13 plus 2.
Okay, so you see certain things in the ground. How high did you fly up?
Like 8 feet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so 8 feet. You start to see claw marks. You see really weird tracks that you've probably never seen before. It's kind of hard to make out a lot of stuff without being right next to it, but you also think you see some footprints that kind of lead off out of town a little bit, and they actually head towards this. Shit! Forget you can't ping with that. Towards this direction here. For Pike, while you're walking around, you just kind of bump into an older lady and ask her, your questions you've been asking people. Have you seen a weird alien? Blah, blah, blah. And she's, oh no, lassie. I ain't seen him for about 24 hours. But I don't pay too much attention to anyone else on this island.
Oh, okay, thank you. And then I just kind of like go on awkwardly.
All right, Len, how are you operating?
Len is just kind of making the rounds, walking around the town, um, kind of looking around. Where's my ping at? Looking like around this area because he's very curious about this fortress,
Okay, cool.
um, and arguing with himself as he seemingly does. Well, seemingly arguing with himself.
All right, great. So, roll me an investigation check, just looking at the fortress and everything.
Investigation 21.
Cool. Yeah. So, a lot of the walls are in pretty terrible shape. It kind of seems like in this area, something like stepped on the wall and completely smashed it. And the backside here, which we'll denote by blue, the water is coming in. This dock here is completely in shambles, and the water is actually starting to come up and fill this back section. You see a coat of arms in the front, like little pillars here. Um, that kind of tells you it used to be a place of importance, but it seems like the people that lived there probably had money to get off of the island, so they bailed as soon as things started going weird, and that is what you notice.
All right.
So, Shiani, what are you doing with seeing these markings and maybe some footprints and stuff?
I guess I'll just keep following them into the forest as far as I can, like while keeping on guard because
Okay.
I'm not
And
sure what's out there.
all right. And do you go by yourself or?
Yeah, I'll go by myself. Why not?
Okay.
Nothing could go wrong.
Nothing could go wrong. All right. So you start and you get to the edge of the forest. You're looking closer at the tracks now, and you think that these might be small enough that it could possibly be 0-1s, and not many people go to the edge of the forest besides you and the other set of footprints, so you can discern your footprints pretty easily.
Hmm.
And you get to the edge of the forest, and then Pike, are you still walking around asking people?
Uh, yeah,
Okay, great.
I might if I. Oh, what am I rolling?
Yeah, roll a d4.
Just like nothing added or anything.
Nope, just the d4.
4.
Okay, so you walk around, you get a lot of, oh no, I've never seen them. You try to ask a little kid, and he says, "Buzz off, mister!" And after about 4 hours, you finally bump into someone, and they're like, "Oh yes, I believe I seen him. I think you went into the forest a little too close tonight." But that's
Oh, okay.
but I was running inside as you do around here. I'm sure you know.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Oh
And then I
yeah.
kind of just like I run off into the forest as fast as I can.
All right. So you start running. It took you 4 hours, so by this time, Shani is gonna have a little bit of a lead on you. Once you get into the edge of the forest, I need you to roll another nature check trying to follow these footprints, Shani.
12 plus 2.
All right, not bad. So you get inside the forest, you're following the footsteps, and it's kind of easier to follow them at this point because they go deeper than anyone else. It's kind of muddy, and you see them and you're following. The deeper and deeper you get into the forest, the more light that kind of leaves. Um, but when you get about right here, oh, about right here, you notice something else. that's kind of around the footprints, and if you want to look closer, you can bend down and kind of look, or maybe even touch it and see what it is.
Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And
So,
roll another nature check, or
no, if you get down and you look close and you kind of touch it with your hand, you realize that they're spider webs.
huh. Okay.
So
My
you're
internet. Okay.
no, you're good. I was just waiting to see if you said anything else. So you're
No, I
halfway.
thought my internet crashed because it does that sometimes, and I got so scared.
All right. So yeah, you're halfway through the forest. You still kind of see the footprints, and you see some spider webs.
All right. Yeah, I think how large are these spider webs? I know that's a weird question.
Where you're at right now, it's just kind of more residue. If you look ahead of you, you can kind of see that there's a little more, and maybe if you went a little further, you could check out the spider webs a little better.
Okay. Mm, I'm going to. Sorry, I'm going to cast Unseen Servant,
Okay.
and I'm going to start flying again a couple feet above the ground, and I'm going to have my Unseen Servant walk like maybe 10 feet in front of me.
Okay, great. We'll come back to that. All right, Len, are you doing anything with your newfound information on the uh, area over there?
I mean, I feel like it might be a good area to explore, but probably not a place I want to explore by myself. Um, I'd probably want to get TAC involved so we can kind of slowly strip the place for anything we might be able to find. So I'm just gonna head back um, down like this way.
Okay,
It'll ping.
cool. All right. So you kind of take in all there is to see. You make a mental note of it and tell yourself you want to come back and not be alone. So this whole time, Talk is doing what he's doing. He's lifting heavy shit. He's getting you guys supplies to build up the house and everything. Um, maybe he doesn't feel much of an affinity for 01. Maybe he's just really concerned with you guys not having a really good place to sleep, so that's his main focus. So for the unseen servant, eh, okay, okay, cool. This that could do you well. So you're flying a little. You're sending your servant. You're kind of looking, Shani, and the deeper you get, the spider webs do get bigger. And roll me another nature check, real quick.
13 plus 2. I keep getting 13 and 12.
It's all good. Most DCs are like 15, so
Yeah.
so you notice the footprints at this point have turned not to footprints. It's like something was being like drug across the forest floor. Yep. So it's like a basically if you took a sled and you drug it through mud.
Stop saying drug. Is that how that word? Is that even a word?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's not
Yeah.
dragged.
Is it not dragged?
No, it's drug. Drug is past tense.
Really? Wow. Okay, I had no idea.
I mean, I could be wrong, but
No,
I mean,
I trust you. If two of you guys are saying it, I believe you.
dragged is a word, but it would be in a different context. Anyways,
I'm
It's kind of
sorry.
like it's kind of like hung and hanged. I know my teacher always gets mad about that.
yeah. Anyways, there there is someone that was I can't think of another word, but yeah. That's what you see. And at this point, Pike comes crashing through the forest and basically just like runs into your unseen servant, and you kind of get freaked out by this. You're like, "Oh shit, what the heck's going on?"
Hmm.
Right, so
Yeah.
I've caught up with Can anybody know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What are you doing here?
Some dude said, wait, was it an old lady or an old dude? I don't remember which one told me.
It was the old dude.
Okay, some old dude said that they saw the weird alien child go into the forest.
So you ran in here as fast as you could without any regard for your safety?
No, man, I gotta figure out what happened, man. YOLO.
Okay, man. Whatever you decide to do, just stay behind the servant, okay?
All right, if you say so.
I guess we'll just continue marching on.
All right, you're continuing?
Yeah.
Okay. You continue. And you don't feel like this forest should be that big. You kind of feel like you should make it to the end and back fairly easily. But you're not. So can you roll me a d4?
D4, yeah.
Both of us?
Sure, yeah, both of you.
Okay, I rolled a 1.
2.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you've been in the forest for about an hour and a half. It feels like possibly you're kind of losing concept of night or day. You're not sure if it's getting close to the sun going down or not. You're getting kind of worried. But the deeper you get into it, you see more and more spider webs. You're following the trail. Do you guys continue further?
And we can't tell whether it's night or day.
You can't tell what time of day it is, but you can still understand that hopefully it's not close to sundown. But you kind of question that the whole time. Like you're getting kind of worried about getting stuck in here at night.
Pike doesn't care. Pike is more worried about small alien child.
Let me see if Shinny kind of has something like breadcrumbs. I don't know. So I'm just thinking something that would help us in this situation.
Okay, do you continue on?
Yeah, but I'm just gonna say very cautiously. So maybe at like
Yeah,
half the
no.
speed. I don't know.
Pike doesn't care.
So you're both continuing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, great. So after another little bit, you get almost near the end of the forest. A little more light is coming in, but not too much. Maybe about right here, and the trail, the path of a body that you're following ends at it's kind of like a tunnel more than a cave, and it's probably about 3 feet high by 3 feet wide. It's almost like a perfect circle. Not the band, but you know, the shape.
Hey there, DM. I think these kids are a little bit too young to know the band.
Okay, buddy.
All right, you old people.
You're not wrong, but I still take offense. I guess I'll turn to Pike and just do we go in?
I don't know, man. Maybe we should. I'm gonna go in and just like take a peek, I guess, because I should have like dark vision,
Okay,
right?
1 second. I'm definitely sending my unseen servant first. We've been seeing spider webs
All
and
right,
now we're in a
right.
cave that we can't see it. You're not going first.
So
Fine.
correct me if I'm wrong, but you can't really see through the eyes of the unseen servant, right?
No, I can't see through it. I'm
No,
just making
but
him walk in front, kind of to like set any traps, or since I'm
But
assuming
if-
there's spiders walking the webs.
Okay.
Yeah, if he dies, then we know we're not going in there.
Exactly.
It doesn't say anything about you being able to like sense or see.
No, yeah, I can't sense it. I don't
Okay.
think. I'm trying to see how I.
It only has like an AC of 1.
I think,
Yeah, it has.
I
No, it
think
has an
it's-
AC of 10, 1 hit point, and it can't attack.
Yeah, so 1 hit point. And the AC should be 10 plus something, isn't it?
Yeah. Is this spell concentration? No. So I guess I would have no way of knowing.
Cool.
Well, you would know if he died, right?
the spell would end, but I'm not sure if I'm able to feel that or not.
That is
Yeah,
a mechanical
you-
question, I guess. Can you feel when you drop concentration? It's a good question.
I mean,
Yeah,
if
but
it
this isn't
doesn't
concentration, I don't think.
if it doesn't come back out
Yeah.
on your command, then I guess you could say that it's
true.
dead.
Then it's either caught or dead.
How
That's probably a smarter way of doing it.
how long are you waiting?
For it to come back out.
Yes.
Well, it can only move up to 60 feet away from me, so I guess I'll go in as far as I think is 60 feet, and then try to come back out. And if I don't come out in manually time,
Okay, so you're sending it in, and then you're also going in, or you're only sending the...
we're sending it in,
Okay.
and then waiting to see if it comes back.
So, roll me a d4.
D4. 3.
Ouch. You wait 3 hours, and it does not come out.
Okay.
Wait, why would it take 3 hours to walk 60 feet?
Well, that's how long you waited for some reason for it to come out.
I was thinking like just a few minutes because it doesn't take that long.
Well, do you react to it not coming out, or do you wait? That's the question.
I would ask Channy to like bring it back, and if it doesn't, then I would just.
So yeah, if Pike is interfering, Pike just sees Shenny just sitting there staring, waiting, and he's like, "We probably shouldn't wait this long." So,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think he's coming, man.
Yeah, I don't think he's coming back, man.
Yeah, you try to bring it back and nothing happens.
All right, I think we should head back and tell the other guys.
Yeah, we should get out of here.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see how my for wings, how much can you carry?
Oh, that's a good question. It would be it's a specific type of check that you have to do every so often. What are you trying to carry with your wings?
Well, I'm just wondering how easy it'd be to carry Pike.
Not very easy.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything here.
Because you fly just because of your tiefling variant, right?
Yeah, so it's not like a spell or anything.
Yeah, I would probably say it's something like a strength check, and then you have to do the strength check every so often. So, I mean, you can try it.
I think it'd be just as fast if you walk.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys just run out, you're fine.
Yeah, I'm bolting.
Yeah, so you guys feel like existential dread in this forest. Roll perception, both of you, while you're running out.
What's my perception?
Yeah, I forgot my perception.
So it's a 13.
Okay.
I got like 23.
Okay, so yeah, Shenny is still kind of holding out hope that there's a possibility. While Pike's running through the forest, it starts to sink in that 01 is probably dead.
Oh no. Oh boy.
Knowing what goes on each night, knowing that someone went into the forest, let alone, and a night has passed, you don't have too much hope that 01 is coming back.
Oh no. Okay.
So you guys make it back to the house. Like I said, it was really weird. You had no concept of time in the forest, and it's starting to seem like it's getting close to the sun going down. So, of course, you all seek shelter. At that point, everyone makes it back. Talk is really tired. He kind of goes and immediately lays down. You guys left him to carry all the supplies and whatnot.
Or elephant man.
Len comes back through the door, and you guys are all in the house now.
I guess we'll just relay the information.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be like, oh man, guys, I think a small alien child is kind of not coming back.
I don't know if we need to jump to the dire conclusions. We don't 100% know what happens in the mist, just that people disappear.
Yeah. I didn't say
And the
dead. I just said
giant
not coming
claw marks
back.
appear. It's safe to assume with all the pointers that we're seeing that he's probably not having fun right now. He's
I
having
mean, yeah, but Lynn does have a point. Like, it could just be like they're just chilling in a box or something.
oh yeah, I hang out
Are
with
they
chill spiders all the time.
are they chilling in a box 5 feet apart because they're not gay?
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So that is the first week, and you make it through the first week just fine. Not too much goes on besides a bunch of scary shit every night that you hear, screams in the night, things like that. But nothing out of the ordinary. You get into the second week. Your house is getting a little better. Pike's Place or whatever you're gonna call it is coming up a little bit. I mean, it kind of probably looks like this kind of L shape. Maybe they're connected, or maybe they're just right next to each other. However, you guys envision your plans. Your architect, whoever you call. About the second night into the second week, it seems like a particularly noisy night, and you start hearing some screams, and they're running closer and closer to your house. And at the same time as the screams, you're hearing like a skittering, like
Most definitely fucking not. We barricade those doors.
across
We ain't playing with that. No, sir. No,
across
sir.
across the ground, and then you hear a knocking, a pounding on your door, and you hear a woman's voice, "Help! Help, please! They're gonna get me, please help!" And she's just like pounding on the door.
What's gonna get you?
Okay, I open the door.
Yeah, I would open the door.
I just get up and walk over to the door and open it.
Okay, cool.
Coward.
So this should work if I do it this way. So do you see that pop up?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. Yep. So it's a very lovely looking lady, and as soon as you open the door, she's like, "Oh, thank you so much." And you guys see like past her, you see spiders like running around the town. One of them like launches itself on a person and starts dragging it back towards the forest. And she's like, "Please, please, can I come in? They're gonna get me, please. I just need a place for the night. I can't get back. The spiders."
Yeah, so I
I'm
I'm
step
a
Yeah.
little
aside and let her
wary.
in.
Okay, so
I'm gonna. Yeah, I have no problem with her coming
Can
in.
Shenny like check for Arcana or make like an Arcana check?
Yes, you can, but the others invited her in. She steps across the threshold, and
Oh, great.
you
Vampire.
guys close the door. She's like, "Oh, thank you. I don't know what I would have done. Oh, those awful spiders. How can I ever repay you?"
No need to worry about it, ma'am. We're all good.
We're all just trying to survive here.
Yeah.
I don't care if you don't trust this. No, go back to sleep.
So
I was just fine in opening the door. Go back to sleep. Anyway, find a place and I guess curl up for the night, and we'll be fine.
okay. She catches her breath, and then she flashes all of you a smile, and you see fangs start to grow. And
Called it.
roll initiative.
I hate you
Oh,
guys. You
look.
deadass let the vampire in our house. You guys suck. I hate you. You're doo-doo.
Listen,
16 plus 3.
these are good.
21.
These are good people. So
Listen. Oh, true. We're not in Truly Evil.
Yeah, we're not truly evil.
I can't just blindly hate everybody now. I have to have a reason.
I'll put it in chat.
Oh yeah, I guess I gotta do that too.
cool. All right. What's your base dexterity, Len?
My base,
Yeah.
My dexterity is 17 plus 3.
Okay. Okay, so just acting her out of breath made me out of breath. Whew. When you get too deep,
Yeah, that into the roll.
you guys freaking are always rolling such good initiative.
I don't know why. That's the thing at our Truly Evil too. We all just have really good initiative rolls.
Okay.
I have advantage on mine, so and then also
You have
plus 5.
advantage on initiative?
Yeah.
What?
Hey, does a vampire count as undead?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yes. Medium undead, neutral evil.
Huh.
Okay.
Guys, I'm just gonna suggest we should leave her alive to like question her.
She's gonna
Because-
kill us. That's the last
No.
thing I'm worried about.
No,
The
we should
vampire.
no. We
What?
yeet her and then we make her almost dead, but then we leave her alive because she's like the only thing coming from there that can talk.
I say we let her bite Pike and turn him into a vampire.
No way.
Facts.
No.
And then we can make him talk.
All right. So, you guys are super on edge all the time being on this island, and you react ever so quickly. So all of you will be going first before the vampire.
Okay.
Maybe she didn't know what she was getting herself into. But End, you're up.
All right, jeez, I gotta remember how to like do literally anything at this point. I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
Basically, just gives me a 1d6 whenever I hit. So it's 15 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
All right, let me remember that. What the heck is the damage? Oh, by the way, can I like take a few steps back to shoot?
Yeah. So you guys are probably in the longhouse, and you have room to move around since it's just the three of you. Talk is in the other building. You guys sent him over there to build out Pike's place, and he hasn't heard too much. And then 01's missing, so you can all three kind of stand yourself. So Pike probably sits more towards the back of the room.
All right, so yeah, I step back, and that's 12 damage plus a 1d6, which would it's only one, so 13 damage.
All right, great.
And that's it for my turn.
All right, that would make it Len's turn.
Wait, I thought Shenny rolled higher.
Well, you said 17 plus 3, right? So, or was 17 your total?
17 is my total.
Okay.
17 was my total roll.
Okay, cool. Yep, then it's Shenny.
Okay. Trying to see what does like being frightened do?
It makes you frightened.
Does it have any like combat like things?
Yeah. It's it should have it's a condition, but yeah, you can try to frighten me. That's fine.
Frighten you?
Well, I mean,
yeah.
the vampire.
So I'm trying to see if I speak for at least 1 minute. So that's not happening. Okay. So I'm just gonna. Okay. So I'm gonna kind of step back and do the same thing he did. I'm going to attack with my light crossbow. Let me roll the hit. It's gonna be a 14 plus 4.
That hits.
Okay, so.
Oh shoot! I forgot the music for you guys.
So 6 plus 2 damage, and then I'd like to use one of my bardic inspiration points or whatever they're called.
Okay.
To use, where is it? Psychic blades. Whenever I hit a creature with a weapon attack, I can expend one of my bardic inspirations to deal an extra 2d6 psychic damage.
Okay.
So 2d6. So that's gonna be, what was it before? 8 damage plus another 8.
Okay.
So 16. I can do math.
Yep. You're fine.
And the last 2d6 were psychic, by the way.
Cool. Yep, as long as you tell me like 8 and 8, or even if you say 5 and 3 and blah blah blah, I usually follow along pretty well.
Okay.
So okay. So this is actually, I did something wrong though, so let me fix it. So 16 total. How much of that was psychic? Sorry.
Oh, sorry. So that'll be 8 psychic damage.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, 8 psychic and then 8 piercing.
So, most of the damage you guys are seeing is kind of going into the skin, but not too much. Seems like the vampire has really thick skin and kind of things that don't hit it too hard, maybe, a little healing. So if you scrape it, things like that, it just heals up real quick. But the psychic damage, it really hurts, and she looks straight at Shieni and lets out a hiss and bares her fangs. Of course you can hiss back.
We're all hissing at the party.
All right, now it's
Can
Lynn.
Pike join in on the hissing?
Sure.
Can I roll it?
Everyone is hissing.
Rolled it.
All right, it's Len's turn.
All right, so I am going to cast Id Insinuation.
Okay.
You unleash a torrent of conflicting desires in the mind of one creature you can see within range, impairing its ability to make decisions. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be incapacitated. So kind of roll a wisdom throw.
Okay. Ooh, it rolled a 10. What's the DC? Above a 10?
13.
Probably
Okay.
not 10.
All right.
So it's incapacitated. At the end of each of its turns, it takes 1d12 psychic damage, and it can then make another wisdom saving throw.
Okay,
And
cool.
Then I'm going to bonus action Blood Curse of Mutual Suffering. So as a bonus action, link with a creature within 30 feet for up to 1 minute. The next time the linked creature deals damage to you with a weapon attack, it takes necrotic damage equal to half the damage dealt, ending the curse.
Okay, cool. So on the first one, what condition did you say again? It's
It's
incapacitated.
incapacitated.
All right. So
What does that do again?
It is. Let me see here. I should have these pulled up. So incapacitated, an incapacitated creature can't take actions or reactions. But it should still be able to move. That's a weird thing. I'm not sure. But
like crawl to the door and try to leave.
Can someone go outside the door and not give her permission to come inside the outside world?
You do understand that once you invite a vampire in, it can come in at any time. You only have to invite the vampire in once.
I'm saying we go outside, lock her in, and then don't let her.
I don't think it quite works
you're
like
not
that.
allowed.
So at the end of her turn, she takes damage, correct?
Yeah, 1d12.
1d12. Okay.
You want me to roll it, or do you want to roll it?
You would roll it, so go ahead.
That is 8 damage.
Okay. Cool. And that's psychic on that one?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Let's see here. You only. Target must succeed. When it takes. It can then. Okay. Cool. So it can do another save.
Yep.
All right. This one it passed. Whew. Luckily, that would have been a really boring fight. What did you roll for your psychic damage?
8 psychic damage.
Cool. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna say that's its turn. Let's see. Let me check something real quick.
Why do most of us have psychic damage? It's so good.
I don't.
I mean, mine comes from the fact that my character is like
Okay.
psychic based.
Yeah.
His
Also, what
race
class are you?
I'm a blood hunter.
Dude, oh my god, your spells are so cool.
Blood hunters are pretty crazy. So it can move, and that's obviously what it would do. So it doesn't just move; it jumps to the wall and crawls up the ceiling, and is now above Shenny and hissing. But that's all it can do for its turn. So
What the heck?
that makes it end's turn.
Okay. Okay. I guess I'll just take another shot.
Okay.
Okay, so 24 to hit.
24 to hit, that hits. So one thing you're noticing on each turn for the vampire is some of the damage you've done starts to heal away.
Right. Yeah, but this is like the only thing I can do. So. All right, so 12 and then so 14 damage.
And that's piercing?
Yeah, let me see. Should be piercing though, yeah.
Cool. All right, is that your full turn?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, that makes it Shiani's turn.
Okay, so I have a few questions before I start.
Uh-huh.
How tall is the roof?
It's just like a hut basically. So you don't really have 5 foot for melee range, but anything ranged, you're not at disadvantage. You're fine.
And then I have another question. So is she still incapacitated?
No,
Oh, she's not?
no.
Darn it. Okay, so that'd be cool, but I need 2 actions for that. I'm trying to think what I can do. I guess I will touch myself and cast light on my head.
On your head?
Yeah.
Wait a second. What are the conditions for light?
I touch an object that is no larger than 10 feet in any dimension, and it sheds a bright light in 20-foot radius and dim light for an additional 20
I don't
feet.
think you can touch your head.
I can touch my head, so I'm doing it right now.
I was gonna
It's
say
not
he
10
can't
feet
touch
long.
his head.
His head is not an object.
Yeah, my head is an object.
Okay, you put it on your cloak or whatever.
Coward.
You just have a glowing light bulb head.
I thought vampires were weak to light.
Well, this is just light.
Oh.
It's,
I guess I'll just glow then. It's fine. I like it.
all right.
I'm feeling it.
Well,
And then,
that's an
I'm
action.
gonna
So
cast Bardic Inspiration on Len Hareth.
okay, and his bardic inspiration. Yep, bonus action. Cool. All right.
Yep, and then his inspiration die. What is that? Oh, I see. That's really cool. Okay.
Yeah. So Len has an inspiration die of 1d6 now.
6. Okay.
So, for 10 minutes, the creature can add it to an ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. So, you can add it to your chance to hit, is the most, the closest available option. And I assume that's your turn, Shenny.
Yeah.
Alright, that makes it Len's turn.
All right. So I'm gonna start my turn by we'll do this. I'm gonna hit it with a mind sliver. So I'm gonna drive a disorienting spike of psychic energy into the mind of one creature I can see within range. So make an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, that one probably will do you better, unfortunately. You said intelligence?
Yeah.
Ah, you bastard. It actually might have saved. What's the...
13.
Yep, it saved.
All right.
So,
So then I'm going to re-up the blood curse of mutual suffering and just keep that on it.
okay. And that one's if it attacks you, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. All right. So, that would make it the vampire's turn. And stopped. Let's get that back. So the vampire is definitely staring down Shiani and is going to drop and start attacking Shiani.
Gee, I wonder why. Maybe because Shani just made herself a freaking
A light bulb.
beacon.
All right, so let's see here. Okay. It is going to claw you first. So I'll do it here so you can see. Does a 16 hit?
On my AC, it should. Yeah, it does.
Okay. So instead of doing damage, it is going to actually grapple you. As far as I can tell, you don't get a chance to escape
Our modest fellowship expands.
right off the
Praise
bat,
the sub.
because it's using its claw attack to grapple you instead of doing damage.
Yeah.
But it is then going to try to bite you.
Oh, not this claw bite thing again. I
14
have
versus
nothing
AC.
evil. It hits.
Ooh, that hits, huh? All right.
This is flashbacks from the truly evil man. I hate.
All right. So the damage for the bite is going to be 5 piercing damage, and
Okay.
then it is going to do 5 necrotic damage, and your hit point maximum is reduced by an amount equal to the necrotic damage taken.
Our modest fellowship expands.
The vampire
Praise the sub.
regains hit points equal to that amount. The reduction lasts until the target finishes a long rest. So your total hit points are now
That's
reduced by
5.
5.
Yeah, I already put it in. That's dumb.
All right, and that'll be its turn. You see it start healing again. It actually looks like it, after biting and sucking some life from you, and at the end of her turn, she smiles and whispers in your ear, "Oh, you taste lovely." And she looks like she's like full health.
Okay.
The other two, can I have you roll a history check?
Oh, what do I have? I'm pretty. Actually, I already know. 13.
18.
Okay, so Len, through his travels and the weird things that he's very often encountered with, starts to realize that to stop this vampire from healing, you probably need some kind of radiant damage, or holy water, or even just in general, if you were able to have any water of some sort, that it might help you out in this fight.
Oh, really?
And Pike just realizes that he doesn't want to be bit by this thing because it's a vampire. So, but that makes it Pike's turn.
Okay. Does Len tell me any of this?
Do you have any holy symbols or holy water on you?
I don't have holy water, but I can make water. Oh wait, no, I can't. Never mind. That was a. I have water though.
I mean, I don't think that water is going to do anything. Yes.
Can it?
No, holy water. We need holy water. Calm down. So unless you got some holy water, I don't think your making water is going to be very beneficial to this situation.
All right. So Pike knows his damage sucks. So then he's gonna go over to Shanny over here, and I can do like a help action to like try and help him out of the grapple or whatever.
Okay, so yeah, that would give Shenny advantage on getting out
Yeah.
of the grapple. Okay, is there anything else you'd like to do?
No.
Okay.
That I can think of.
No.
Okay.
He's just kind of shocked. He's like, man, there was this such a beautiful lady, and now she's mean. My trust is ruined forever.
That's what you get.
Okay. So, not the worst idea. It's Shenny's turn. So roll a strength check with advantage.
Yeah, let me check if I get any bonus. Nope. 5?
Is that with advantage?
Nah, totally not. Nah.
Oh my help action was useless.
My strength rolls are always garbage, even with Toma, I swear.
All right. So yeah, you are still grappled, but you can still do sort of certain things.
Listen, Shenny's really immature, so can I turn to her shoulder and bite her back?
Sure. Just roll the hit for me. So
Oh, nat 20.
all right. Out of game.
I bite her real hard.
Out of game question. Do any three of you have radiant damage?
No. I think the only one with radiant is like the ones who aren't here.
I have a holy symbol and holy water.
Okay, cool. Does Talk have any?
I don't think Talk has any radiant damage.
Yeah,
Is it?
don't
I
think
thought
he
Talk was
does.
the only one with radiant.
I
I
don't
just
think
figured like
druids
big
do have
elephant
radiant.
man, probably religious.
Yeah, no, I think it's all like nature kind of based, really.
Yeah,
Or fire damage at the most.
he's like an elephant hippie, not like an elephant holy dude.
I was
Yeah.
thinking like ancient Indian elephant man. He's got the hookups with all the gods.
Okay, well, with your nat 20, I will let you bite her. Roll a d4, I guess. I don't know if there's rules for biting in
I was
D&D.
just an unarmed strike, right?
Well, I'll give you a little more than an
Okay.
unarmed strike.
So
Yeah,
this
'cause it's
situation.
not 20.
Yeah, because an unarmed strike would just be 1 damage.
oh really?
Yeah, so roll me a d4 and then double it.
Yeah, so that'll be 8 damage.
You rolled a 4?
And then I rolled a 4.
Nice.
And
All right, so
then I'd also like to use my bonus action to use my bardic inspiration damage thing.
Okay, so you catch the vampire by complete surprise, and you bite into her neck, and she like lets go of you and steps back like very offended, and just gives you like a scowl, and gets ready to claw again, and then go ahead and do your bonus action.
Does Shenny draw blood though?
Yeah, with a nat 20, yeah. And it tastes awful, and you hopefully spit it out right away.
Mm,
Do not swallow.
I really want to swallow it.
Do not swallow that blood.
Please, can I swallow it? Just a little?
I will drive this stake through your heart if you swallow that blood. You won't even get a chance to live.
Okay, so I spit it out, and then I do 10 psychic damage.
Nice. All right, that's good. Psychic damage strikes true once again and reverberates the vampire and really hurts her. I'm pretty sure out of game that swallowing this vampire's blood actually wouldn't do anything, but it's always good to be safe.
You probably shouldn't swallow blood in general.
Right?
I don't know. That sounds like a fun Sunday night to me.
Don't tell me
Some
that
random
with my life.
go off the street, just drink his blood. Nothing's gonna happen.
I'm pretty sure like it's not very good for health.
Nah.
All right, so that would make it Len's turn.
Is she like facing, like, can she see me, or is her like back to me?
Yeah, at this point, Shenny and Pike went kind of towards the back of the house, and you're more towards the front, and she's really focused on someone that just bit her. So, yeah, her back is to you at this point. So you can, if you walk up, you can also get flanking.
So I'm gonna run up behind her and drive a stake through her back.
Okay, cool. Roll the hit.
16.
All right, so that does hit. Yeah, just roll a d4 of damage again. Your glowing is not radiant though; it's just light.
I'm radiating. Look at me.
3.
Okay. So you stab it through her back, and it doesn't go too deep. And she kind of whips around and looks at you, and she's like, "Oh, you fool! You've been reading the wrong myths." And it doesn't do anything to her. And
Should we throw garlic salt at it?
And then before I end my turn, I'm just gonna re-up that blood curse.
Okay, yeah. So with your earlier roll, and after doing that, you have a moment of clarity, and you're like, "Oh shit!" You have to drive the stake into the heart while it's incapacitated in its resting place. And you're like, "God damn it!" And then now it is the vampire's turn. And I mean, you did something. You pissed her off so that she whips towards you. You don't look like you taste very good. So she's going to try and drop you flat out. So she's going to claw you.
20?
17 versus AC.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. So what was the thing that happened if she attacked you?
Takes necrotic damage equal to half the damage dealt.
Okay, so half the damage that she deals.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So she's going to do 9 piercing damage to you, and then she is going to take half of that. So, okay. But she's kind of shocked a little bit by it. Definitely was correct about you not tasting well. So she's just going to claw you again instead of trying to bite. And how long does that last? Is it every attack, or does it drop after the first attack?
Legally creature 30 feet for 1 minute. If it deals damage to you, it takes necrotic damage equal to half the damage dealt, ending the curse.
Okay.
So after the first time it hit, it ended. I have to
And then,
re-up it.
Dale, I'm pretty sure you still have the Bardic Inspiration, right? Or have you not used it?
I have not used it.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Do
wouldn't
those stack?
no, it wouldn't help out too much in this situation for the moment. If the vampire was trying to grapple him, it would have, but she's just clawing him.
Okay.
16 versus AC.
Yeah, that hits.
All right, so some more slashing damage. 6 slashing damage, and that will be the end of her turn. And we're back up to the round. It's Pike's turn.
Jeez. I don't have like any damage that's useful. But I guess I'll just like shoot again.
Okay.
14.
That does not hit.
Oof. Okay. And let's see. I don't have anything else. I guess I could like, can I just roll perception just to see like, I don't know. Actually, no, I don't even have a thing to use for that. Yeah, no, never mind.
All right. Is that all? Is that your turn then?
Yep. Exciting.
All right, Shani, you're up.
She can't really do too much because she hasn't taken any attack spells yet. I have one more Bardic Inspiration, but I don't think anyone's gonna get too close to being dead. So I'm just gonna go ahead and roll to shoot it with a bow and arrow,
Okay.
or with my crossbow.
Okay, go ahead.
It's gonna be a 13 plus 4 versus AC.
Yep, that hits.
All right, and then 1d8. Where are you? 2 plus 2 damage, 4.
All right.
That's piercing.
As
And
much as the bite.
I'm gonna use my last Bardic Inspiration to use piercing blades or psychic blades. So that's 4 extra psychic damage.
Okay, cool. All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
All right. So that would make it Len's turn again.
And she's right in my face, right?
Yes.
Cool. I'm gonna splash holy water in her face.
Ah, no, not holy water. So let's see. I'm going to, I think, homebrew this a little bit. Okay.
Gasp.
So, you get her right in the face, and let's see. It's kind of weird why it wouldn't say this in the description. Damage or damage from holy water. Huh. Well, I'm going to say that it takes damage from this, because that makes sense.
I mean, on holy water, it says that if the target is fiend or undead, it takes 2d6 radiant damage.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah, that actually helps me a lot. So roll your 2d6.
So that's 8 radiant damage.
Cool. All right. So it melts into the side of her face, and she just screams like a big shriek that kind of reverberates the walls, which I'm not going to try to do.
Imitate?
Yeah. And it really hurts. And so that is basically one action to do that. You still have a bonus action or movement if you want.
Yes, so I am going to step back and then keep the blood curse going.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so what's kind of weird is the vampire, it has what happens if the vampire ends their turn in running water, but for some reason it doesn't say what happens with holy water, which I guess that makes sense if holy water says it in that description. So, cool. All right, that would make it the vampire's turn. Ooh, the other two look so tasty, though. She is going to come back and actually go past Len, so you have a attack of opportunity, melee weapon if you have one, or...
Ooh, how does that work? So I will hit her with my long sword.
Okay, go ahead.
$18 to hit.
All right, that hits.
1d8 plus 6. So 9 damage.
Cool. All right. All right, and then she takes it in stride, and then she focuses in on Pike, and she's going to try to claw you. 21 versus AC.
Oh yeah, that kind of hits.
All right. So she is not going to deal damage. She is going to grapple you, and then she's going to try to bite you. Plus 6. But 7 for the bite.
Alrighty.
Well, I'm assuming that doesn't hit unless you have...
Oh, that I thought that was a roll to
Yeah.
no, that doesn't hit.
So
that was
she...
damage.
Yep, she rolled a nat 1 to try to bite you. So she goes to bite, and she like rears her head back because she thinks you're gonna taste great. And she goes, and she misjudges where your neck is and clamps down before it. And she like chips her tooth a little bit, and then just looks at you and... But you're still grappled. But unfortunately, that is the end of her...
I'm gonna hiss back.
All right.
That's the first thing I do.
Unfortunately, that is the end of her turn, and you notice this time she does not heal on her turn. So it is Pike's turn, so you can try to break free from the grapple first. I mean, you don't have to, but you can.
Yeah, no, what else can you do while grappled? Like, can you attack?
You can turn around and bite her.
You can attack melee attack with disadvantage.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm good. I'll just try to get out of it, so...
Yeah, roll a strength check.
Is that like a strength thing? Is it just a normal strength check with like not athletics or anything?
You just
So
add your modifier to it.
there
roll
is
d20
a
for strength.
rule that you actually can get out of it. I guess we should be doing it correctly because this is hardcore. So you can get out of a grapple. I always forget this with athletics, I think.
Yeah.
Are you proficient in athletics?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, it's just like a +2, but it's still something.
Okay. So yeah, you can do a strength athletics check or a dexterity acrobatics check.
Oh, heck
Oh
yeah.
wait.
Can you get
Yeah.
out without acrobatics?
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you use Dex, I think.
Yep. This is what
Damn,
it's.
let's go. All right,
Well,
so
grapple rule.
24.
All right. Yep. You get out. So you get out, take a step back or whatever, and that is your action. Unfortunately. Yep, it's using your action to escape. So,
Yeah.
So you do have a little more movement, and you do have a bonus action if you like.
Can I use like perception to see just like how hurt she is in general?
Yeah, yep. Just you get back, and you're looking at her, and you can tell that she is bloodied,
All right.
and she can no longer heal. Well, for the moment.
Yeah. Okay.
All
That's
right,
it.
Shani, you're up.
Yeah, I really don't have anything much else I can do, so I'm just gonna use my crossbow. I rolled hit. 15 plus 4.
Yep, that hits.
And 1d8. 3 plus 2 piercing damage. Then I'm not sure. Is this a rogue only thing where I can use my bonus action to attack again?
It should say in your page how many attacks you have. One attack per action.
But can I use the bonus action to attack again? Because like with rogues or with Toma, I can do that.
It depends on the weapon you're using.
Yeah, what weapon did you start with?
A light crossbow, and it's a light weapon, so.
With a crossbow, no, you cannot. Two weapon fighting does not include crossbows.
If only. Can I throw the crossbow?
It has to be a light melee weapon.
If you use it, it can be a light melee weapon.
Anyways.
I mean, technically, right? Like.
Yeah, but it would do like no damage. And throwing is not melee.
It's melee with spice. But yeah, if that's all I can do, I'll just kind of go to the corner, as I always do.
Alright, Len, you're up.
All right. So she's got Pike grappled. So
Not anymore.
I'm gonna go up behind her, and I'm going to pour more holy water on her.
Okay, cool. Good idea. So you use your action to pour more holy water. Roll your 2d6, please.
Nine radiant damage,
Nope.
and then I continue the blood curse on her.
Alright, great. So once again, she cannot regain any hit points. The holy water is just searing into her back shoulder now. You guys smell the flesh kind of cooking. Kind of smells like spoiled bacon, a little bit.
You smell like smoked bacon.
I don't think I do. I think that's quite impossible, but it is the vampire's turn. She is not happy that Pike got away without her getting a taste, so she's gonna try again. 16 versus AC.
16 is my AC, so does that still hit or not?
Yes, so
Yeah, I
that
think it-
Okay.
that barely hits. So she's gonna grapple you again and go in for the bite. And 15 versus. God damn it! Why? Why must you get away from this vampire? Yeah, she chose not to do damage. You are grappled, but she does not bite you. And that makes it your turn, Pike.
I guess I'll just try to get out again.
Yep, so do your check again.
All right.
She's a very grabby
18.
person.
Yep, you get out.
Oh, wow, that's so cool.
Anybody?
Can I like? I know. I'm gonna stick my tongue out at her.
The
I'm like, you
last
can't
few of
catch
his
me.
turns have just been him getting out of grapple.
Yeah.
Pike
Like,
is very
eh.
slippery and a wily boy, and just keeps like, it's like when your aunt comes over and she tries to give you a hug and she tries to give you like a million kisses. He's just gone. Whew. That makes it Shani's turn.
Okay, I'll just crossbow again. Fell off my desk. I'll use a different one. It's a 7 + 2 hit.
No,
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay. I literally have nothing else to do. Can I throw my crossbow?
Don't throw your crossbow. All right, Len, you're up.
Len is going to. I don't know if I want to cast that again. Yeah, I'm gonna try and hit her with a mind sliver again.
Okay.
So roll an intelligence.
It's a 11.
So, unless the saving throw is successful, the target takes 1d6 psychic damage, and the first time it makes a saving throw before the end of your next turn, it must roll a d4 and subtract the number rolled from the save.
Oh, nice. All right, roll your damage.
1d6. 4 psychic damage.
Cool. All right. Anything else?
Just my blood curse.
Okay. All right. So let's see. That would make it the vampire's turn. It's gonna try one more time. Cool. All right. It's going to swipe at you to grab you. Oh my god. All right. It claws across the side of the house and just like whoosh, it rips through part of it, but misses the claw. It's gonna try to claw you again, this time for damage because it's pissed. 21 versus AC.
Yeah, that hits.
All right.
Just barely.
So the damage is going to be. All right, 8 slashing damage. But that is all it does, and it's Pike's turn again.
All right. So, question: since Lynn is on the other side, are we flanking right now?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll roll with advantage to hit with my bow.
Do ranged weapons work with flanking?
So 27, I'm assuming hits. Yeah, do they? I think they. Oh yeah, they might not.
We'll say that
Because they're.
it's fine for right now. Yeah, go ahead.
You
Okay.
rolled a 27.
I rolled a 27. It wouldn't have mattered.
I think you barely hit. It's okay.
So,
Okay.
so it's not advantage, it's just a +2 also, by the way.
Oh, it
That's
is.
what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
It's +2 to hit, right?
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, so
And-
does-
Okay. Well, then it would have just been 29.
Yeah, it's a 29.
yeah, a 29 hits.
All right. So then I guess I'll just roll for damage. 7 and then 7 + 5 damage. So 12.
Nice. All right. Yep. She's looking kind of bad. The cuts are
Really
sustaining. The holy water is burning through her. And that would make it Shiani's turn.
All right. So how bad she looking? Like
I mean, she a bad bitch, but she's also
like, are we talking?
she's pretty hurt.
Okay, she's pretty hurt.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna run up with my dagger and swipe at her.
Okay.
Do I get flank for that?
Yes.
All right.
So +2.
Where's my d20? Oh, I made a tower. Oops. All right. So does a 19 plus 4 hit, or plus 6 hit?
Wait, what?
Plus 6, right? 'Cause I'm flanking.
Did you say 19 plus 6?
Yeah.
Of course that hits, you weirdo.
What? I'm just trying to be courteous. Don't be mean about it. 1d4. Where's my triangle? There it is. It's a 1. 1 plus 2 damage. And then I'm just gonna attack again with my bonus action because I was sad. Do I need to roll again to hit?
Yeah, you have to roll again.
Yeah.
Okay. 18 plus what? 4 again? Or 2, I guess?
Yep.
Alright. 4 plus 2 damage.
Ooh, getting close. Alright.
Would you add the +2, or is that?
Yeah.
No,
I did.
you don't add the +2 for damage.
No, I'm talking about. Oh, I thought you meant for my daggers. So I was like,
Yeah. It's just a hit. Alright, and that is that your turn?
I'm gonna use my bonus action.
Yeah, nice try. So the vampire is just holding on by a thread, and it's Len's turn.
Step on her.
Is going to just go ahead and throw down with his longsword. So 17 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
And then 1d8 plus 8. 3, 11 damage.
Alright, how do you want to do this?
So I'm behind her, correct?
Yes.
So I just I pull up my longsword, and as she's busy being distracted by Pike and Shenny, I am just going to go ahead and swing that longsword and just sever her head from her body.
Alright, dope. That's what happens. You see the blood fly across the wall, and the head just doof 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 doof. And congratulations, you have defeated the vampire.
Shenny's gonna kind of collapse on her knees and start like crying.
the vampire spawn, I should say.
Are you okay?
No, I was so scared.
Okay. Well, it's okay now. It's all good.
I am going to toss a stake over to Pike and have him drive it through the body.
While you were talking about me for a second, I was like, "Whoa, hold up, do you throw again?"
One for extra measure. You drive some kind of sharp wood through the heart. The head is severed, and I assume you guys would like to take a rest in the house after this, correct?
Very much so.
Yeah, but does she have anything like on her that I can?
She has her clothes, you freak.
Yeah. Other than that.
Nope, she doesn't have anything. Just nice. Well, not nice. What once used to be nice clothes, but she's been in them for a long time. The front is stained with blood, of course. Some of it from this fight, some of it dried from before. But nothing of use, unfortunately.
Alright, can I toss her outside?
Yeah.
So that, yeah, I'm just gonna toss her outside and then throw her.
Spiders.
I mean,
Yeah, well, she spawned from them around them, so
if
yeah, and then I'll just like.
were told and drove a stake through the body, the heart of the body, it should turn to ash. We shouldn't need to drive
does
the body
it?
outside.
Oh, then yeah, I did that.
It doesn't.
Does that work?
It doesn't turn to ash, but you
I was gonna say we should sweep her up.
you did drive the stake, and then you can throw the body out, or you can watch it through the night, whichever.
Like we don't need to piss off the spiders. Like,
wait, why would you watch a body through? Again, I guess. Wait, why would we watch the body through the
leave
night?
the body inside. Because if we throw it out, the spiders might get mad and attack our house.
All right, wait a second. I think maybe I'll watch it to see what happens by morning because this stuff always comes out at night.
Okay.
Well, I'm taking her fangs, so I'm gonna pull those out of her head.
Oh my god.
All right.
That's horrifying to imagine.
You take your time, make sure not to get pricked by the fangs, and you now have two vampire fangs.
So I got bit, right?
Yes, but you
Am
have
I?
you have enough time to rest up the hit points that you took.
Does
Yeah,
someone
I can
pee on
cook
my-
I can just like cook a meal or something. I don't know.
Is it like a snake bite where if you pee on it, it like gets better?
I don't think you should pee on snake bites. I don't think that's
Yeah, it's like your pee's sterile. Isn't that what it works? You're supposed to pee on it after you suck out the venom.
Chan,
Sure.
please don't ever get bitten by a snake. If you're stung by a jellyfish and you have no other options, you can pee on the jellyfish sting, and that will neutralize.
Yeah, snake and jellyfish.
You
They're
do-
like the same thing.
Not the same.
Sir,
One's land, one's water.
you are
Never.
you're very correct
Never-
on where they live, but they are not in the same even subspecies of the animal kingdom.
They're both long and wiggly. I don't
Please
know.
stay away from snakes.
Never move to Australia. You'll die in like 5 seconds.
They're both long and wiggly. Oh my god. All right, so you guys take your rest. You can do a long rest. And I don't think you click long rest in D&D Beyond, so if you already did that, you probably failed, right?
MH.
Wait,
we can press long rest here, right?
No, because a long rest is you spend hit dice to heal. So in this campaign, you shouldn't ever be ever be hitting the long
So we're
rest
just
button.
permanently short resting.
Kind of, yeah. That's a way to look at
Okay.
it.
I
But
don't know what my hit dice are.
in this situation, just remember for the future, but in this situation, you can hit long rest because you're going to go through about 2 weeks more of downtime.
Okay.
But just remember for the future, when we're going day to day, you don't hit long rest in D&D Beyond at the end of these sessions.
Okay. Sounds good.
Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So, you guys make it through the other 2 weeks. Pretty sure. Should we double check? No, I'm just kidding. 01 still never comes back. Do you guys spend any more time in the next 2 weeks searching more? Do you ever?
I held him for 1d4 earlier, so.
Oh yeah, you...
So he's alive, guys. We should kill
All
him.
right. So in these 2 weeks, do any of you go in back to where you saw the spider's cave?
I figure if we saw it once and ran away, we're not like he's not going to be there 2 weeks later.
I mean,
I haven't explored the woods yet, so
yeah, we could like just
We
check
could
it out,
all
see
go.
what's in there. How big was the hole again?
3x3.
Yep, 3x3.
3x3. Could Lynn fit in there?
0-1 size.
If we make Talk go first, he can suck up every damage.
I think everybody but Talk can fit down in the hole.
All right.
Talk's too big.
We could, I guess, like, if whenever Talk gets to feeling it, we could go to the abandoned area that Lynn was looking at.
Mm.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we can let you guys decide together when Talk will be back. If in these last 2 weeks of your month that you wanted to spend here, if you try to go find 01 or not. Otherwise,
spend the last 2 weeks researching the mist.
Sure, yeah, I'll give you that. I need you to get the movie The Mist and watch it as part of your homework.
You need to write a one.
I'll write the 1-page essay if I like figure out what's going on with the mist. I'll do it.
Is this like actual homework or is this?
Well,
just
this
like a
is what
joke?
happened with Mars in Truly Evil. Has he written his essay yet?
No, he still never has. But no, if you really watch the movie and then tell me about it, I will tell you what else you learned specific to this in those 2 weeks.
And I have to write the essay,
No, you don't have to write an essay.
so I can
So
just document it.
What are you saying, Pike?
No, okay, so I was wondering, yeah, so I'm gonna figure out the mist and then also the temple, because I feel like there might be a connection. The
Temple,
yeah.
bruh.
Hmm?
So the temple's on the other island.
Yeah, but there could be like a connection because this whole area, like that area also had mist.
Cool. Yeah.
And then we also found like those gems and orb and stuff, so
You guys can work together and see what you come up with, and I will get back to you on that. Otherwise, at the end of this night, the vampire's body disappears with the mist. As the mist rolls out, it just fades away.
cool.
Rip.
So,
Good to know.
and that'll be the end of this session here today.